Well, tomorrow's election day, and we know all the craziness that's going to take over after that, during it. The thing is that we know the system is corrupt. I saw on the news the state of Arizona is already claiming that their election results are probably going to be delayed. So we know that at this point the system is being used and corrupted for them to get whatever they want. It doesn't really matter who wins. It's a lose-lose for our country. Because the truth is two sides completely oppose each other. There's no common ground left at all anymore. If Donald Trump wins, the left goes into overdrive. They'll be burning cities. It'll be Antifa 2.0, and it'll be far worse than it was the last time. We know if Kamala Harris wins, well, we all know the disaster that's coming with that. Amnesty, massive government spending, which is sure to collapse the dollar, as well as our economy, all types of other issues. And it's just going to get worse. So then what's next? Civil war? I mean, it sounds good on paper, especially if you're on the more conservative side. I mean, conservatives are the ones that tend to serve in the military, that tend to own guns, etc. But if you think our enemies, and even some of our allies, wouldn't look forward to dropping troops in, NATO, the UN, China, Russia, guarantee you that's what's going to happen. Then what? Food gets disrupted, medicine supply gets disrupted. You watch your children starve or die because they can't get the medicines that they need. Your grandparents or parents die because the medicine that was accessible a year earlier is no longer accessible because all that gets disrupted. Civil war is not as glorious as people would want us to think. I have this book, Murphy's Virtue, written by T.W. Smith. You can get it on Amazon, a print or ebook, or you can get the ebook off of Barnes & Noble. It's an independent author. He wrote it. He did all his own editing, self-publishing. No AI in it at all. He writes a pretty compelling story of what a civil war might actually look like. And I hope people would look at it and read this book and maybe temper some of their ambitions on this. But with that being said, what else do we have? If you want to fight for freedom, you have no choice but to fight right now. And we know the ballot box isn't exactly the place that it's going to happen. I mean, if you look around at the news, what's been going on? I mean, they're literally burning ballot boxes in some states. America is so divided. The idea that we could ever truly come back from this and still be an intact country is a pretty far-fetched idea. One side will eventually have to give way to the other if we're ever to truly have peace in this country again. But how is that going to happen? I don't think people are just going to decide they don't want to be a communist leftist anymore. And I don't think a lot of people are going to decide that they just don't want to be a right-wing Christian anymore. So, yeah, there's a few on each side that kind of wake up to it and decide, hey, I don't want to be a part of this political cult mentality. But most of them are going to stick with it. So as we look towards election day, just realize that in the long run, this is only a temporary fix for whoever wins. It'll embolden the left, it'll embolden the right, but in the end, The war itself is still going to be going on. The political division is still going to be there. Hopefully, the right leadership will get in, and maybe they can start directing this country back on the right path. But with how divided we are, I just don't see it. Once again, help support my channel and support independent authors. Try Murphy's Virtue. Like I said, you can get it on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, the ebook version. I think it's a good book. Like I said, it really gives a good idea of what a modern civil war might look like. And it's kind of scary, actually, when you really think about the long-term effects of it all. Anyways, I hope everyone's having a good day, and thank you.